Well, hello and welcome to the DLS Hot Topics for February. I'm Tammy Mitchell and I'm the Elementary Redesign Specialist, and I'm here with my colleague Jay Scott, the Secondary Redesign Specialist, and you are getting a redesign update.
So we're just going to jump right in. These are all the districts in Kansas that are formally in the redesign project. You can see the 4 cohorts starting with the Mercurys in blue all the way to the Apollos in gray. This is the map of Kansas, and our goal is eventually every county and every school district in the state of Kansas will have a color and be part of the redesign project. So the Mercurys through the Gemini 2s, all the blues, the yellows, and the greens have all launched, and they are all demonstration sites now. So if you are interested in visiting any of those schools, any of those districts, feel free to contact them, set up a visit, and go learn and see all the great things they're doing. The Apollos in gray this year is their plan year, and they are meeting basically every other week at a regional workshop site and working through the plan year of redesign. So that's the totality of Kansas redesign schools. And again, if you're interested in any of those, please feel free to contact them.
And so we still get a lot of questions about what does it mean to redesign in Kansas. And there are a lot of schools that maybe aren't formally part of redesign that are doing some good things. But when we say Kansans can school redesign, it's based off of these 4 principles. These principles are based on what Kansans said they wanted. And so we took several different characteristics and we codified them into these 4 principles. And so student success skills is this integrated approach to developing social-emotional learning. A lot of schools in our state might be doing a separate social-emotional curriculum, but we would like to see that integrated throughout the day. Family, business, and community partnerships are really robust and actually redesigned to better benefit the school, so it's a mutually beneficial relationship. Personalized learning is rigorous, standards-aligned learning where students have choice and voice and equitable opportunities to learn. There's a lot that goes with personalized learning, and then there's real-world application, which could be project-based learning, internships, civic engagement, activities that get students out of the school building and really applying what they learn in the real world.
And so from all the schools that are formally redesigning to the 4 redesign principles, these are the 4 core areas that they all have planned and launched now. And now we're ready for the next cohort. So we're excited. Apollo 2 is coming out very soon. So by the time you're hearing this, that application window will have started. From February 1 to April 3rd, if you go to our website, KSDE, and go to the redesign page, you will find the application for Apollo 2. All kinds of application information, the application itself. And we also have just recently completed a webinar recording and we actually had some schools that were interested on with us, but we had some of our service center partners who were involved in it. Obviously, Dr. Watson, Dr. Neuenswander were part of that, but we have an informational webinar recording if you're so interested or so inclined to check that out. But we're really excited about Apollo 2 kicking off. We'll have that window from February 1 to April 3rd, and then mid-April we'll actually announce the new class of Apollo 2. So we're very excited about that.
So we wanted to make you aware that we have Kansans Can Personalized Learning training taking place at our area service centers this spring. Actually, one coming up maybe even before you get this update, February 4th at Greenbush in Lawrence. They're hosting a one-day personalized learning training. March 6th at Orion Service Center in Clearwater, March 19th at Southwest Plains Regional Service Center in Sublette. The January 28th one, if you were signed up to attend at Smoky Hill, we've had to reschedule that due to weather, and a new date will be coming soon. These personalized learning trainings are based on the Kansas definition of personalized learning. We created this training in collaboration with resources from Education Elements and the Center on Innovation and Learning. So you don't have to be a Redesign school to jump into this training, but we wanted to make you aware that it's available. And more opportunities will be coming next fall.
So switching gears a little bit, we actually just this year added to the plan year some specialized content and training around special education involved in Redesign. And we did that because as we learn more about this process, we're starting to see the more nuanced areas that need more attention. And one of those that's kind of bubbled up to the top, we're getting a lot of questions about special education and its role in school redesign. So we actually, last fall, had a training at one of the workshops where our director, Mr. Burt Moore, Director of Special Ed and Title Services, came to some of our workshops, or all of them, and had some content. It was very well received by our Apollo schools, and so we decided to roll that out to the rest of the state. So if you have questions regarding how anything from personalized learning impacts students with disabilities, or shifting from pull out to push in, does Redesign, is it for all students? Any of these questions that you see on here, there's a webinar on the 26th of February, and it's offered 3 different times, the same webinar offered 3 different times throughout that day on the 26th, 7:30, 11:30, and 3:30. And there's the Zoom link for you if you are interested in learning more about special education and its relationship to Redesign.
We want to make you aware of the Kansans Can and Do Symposium, March 2 and 3. This is in partnership with the Education Service Centers in Kansas. And if you attend this symposium, you'll learn from over 30 different Redesign schools and districts. They have Mercury, Gemini 1, and Gemini 2 cohorts that are presenting. So we encourage you to jump in to learn more there. And just see how different schools have taken those 4 Redesign principles and applied them to meet the needs of their local students.
And that's a great time. The symposium's a great time in Manhattan. We have a good time. This is the 3rd or 4th year that we've had this, and the service centers have put it on. So would love to see you all in March in Manhattan. So this is our Twitter address for KSDE Redesign. We'd love for you to follow us. We post a lot of resources, a lot of pictures, a lot of the great happenings that are going on across the state in our Redesign schools and other schools. So if you're so inclined, please feel free to follow us at KSDE Redesign on Twitter.
And you're always welcome to send us questions. Here's our email contact information. You could try to call us, but we're hardly ever in the office. So the best way to get a hold of us is via email.
And the last thing is we have a new newsletter, not really new, but newer, that we sent out in January. If you're interested, email us at redesign@ksde.org, and we will get you signed up for that newsletter. We're going to start sending those out every other month, and so the next Redesign newsletter will be in March. But if you're interested in the January newsletter, it's got a lot of this information that we shared today. Just email us at redesign@ksde.org.
All right. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful February.